Hi everybody, welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So from amigurumi to weaving and anything in between, if you like crafting and being creative, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. Welcome to Friday morning coffee with Kim. Very excited that it's Friday. I don't know why, because I'm retired, but I'm so used to being excited that it's Friday. I'm like, woo, Friday. Who cares? It's the same as every other day for me. I actually have to wake up every morning and be like, what day is it? Because. Oh my goodness. So can I tell you, yesterday was my first meeting or my first get together of the women in the group Yarn. Okay, so Yarn is a group of women that meet at the new library here, which is beautiful, by the way. It's the Stillwater, New York Public Library. It's absolutely beautiful. They just rebuilt it. They took an old apartment building, they gutted it, and they made it this beautiful, beautiful library. So anyway, we go in, I go in, and it's upstairs. They have a meeting room upstairs. So I open the door, and it's not one of those moments where everybody looks at you and you're like, it was literally, I opened the door and it was, hi, how are you? Welcome. So that's, oh, sorry, Fritz, here's something. So that was, first of all, that was amazing. So then, we sit down, and it just turns out that there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of us. So there were 9 of us, and 8 of us were crocheting, and 1 woman was knitting. And the funny thing is, none of us remembered anybody's names, and they had been together a lot. So it's kind of funny. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So it's kind of funny. Anyway, it was just, when you talk, they listen. That, first of all, that was what got to me, because in my other group, I almost felt like I had to pull out their attention. Anyway, I won't compare them. The point being, I loved it. I loved it so much. So halfway through, I said, I know I'm the new kid here. I said, but if you guys want to meet more than once a month, I can come every week. I said, I love this. I love the feeling of all of us in this room together. We're all laughing and joking. And let's see, there was a retired bus driver, a farmer's wife, a retired teacher, 2 church volunteers. I think that's, and me, and I think that's all I can remember. But the conversations we had were so fun. I'm telling you, this really is a great time for me. I am having such a blast meeting new people, learning new things, putting myself out there. I'm just so excited. I love it. So hopefully I'm going to check in with the library, and they're going to schedule us more than once a month. So that was cool. While I was at my meeting, my brother calls. My group, let's call it a group. While I was at my group, my brother calls me, and of course he never calls me, so I answer when he calls. And he lives way an hour west, okay? And he owns 2 Harley Davidson motorcycles. Not my thing, but whatever. He loves them. And he needed some touch-up paint. So he orders them from a store 45 minutes that way. So it's an hour that way, 45 that way. So you're looking at almost a 2-hour drive. So he calls me because he knows I'm right in the middle. How close are you to whatever store it was? I said, I'm about half hour, 45 minutes. Do you ever go by there? Because he didn't want to come right out and ask me to go. Well, lucky for him, that Harley Davidson dealer is about 10 minutes from the Goodwill I go to. So I said, yeah, I go there all the time. So I drove out and I picked him up for him. So I just happened to stop at the Goodwill. Oh my goodness, why am I yawning so much? I apologize. That's rude. I don't like to be rude. So I stopped at the Goodwill, and this thing was brand new. I had to pull it apart last night because I had to see what was in it. But it was in this big, almost like, you know how they shrink wrap those Easter baskets? That's how this thing was. It was in this big, presented beautifully. Okay, so it's a whole scrapbooking thing. Now I was thinking, instead of a scrapbook, once I'm done with my other journal, I could go ahead and use this as another art journal. Look at how pretty it is. And it's textured, like this is cloth. So the whole theme of this thing are these colors. So it's got this, which I'm not sure what this is, but I know it's going to make its way into this box or this book. It's actually, does it say what it is? No. It's little, they sure do pack it in here good enough. And with my fingers the way they are, they're like, yeah, we're not going to do this for you. There we go. Okay. They're little, they're stickers, but they're metal. I love them. So somehow they might make it into this craft book. I don't know, but I like them. So those are those. Oh, sure, it goes in a lot easier than it came out. And then what else? Oh, a whole little container of flowers. So that's that. And then what else? There's so many fun things in here. And I can use them not just for this book. I can use them for a lot of crafting stuff. So in here is fibers. So what this is, it's a roll of, can you see it? It's like tape that's all different fuzzies. So that's neat. And there's 3 of them. So 3 different ones. There's, I wish I could get it so it didn't reflect. That one. And then there's this one. Upside down. So that's pretty cool. And then an ink pad, which I'll put with all my other ink pads from the other day. And then check out this ribbon. Isn't that pretty? That just screams summer to me. It screams watermelon and carrots and avocado and lemon and oranges. Watermelon. And then what are these? Fantastic brads. They're little beads. Oh, they're okay. They're tags. So these are little, let me get them all for you. Remember when you were in school and you had those envelopes where you put the tag through and you open both sides, right? That's what that does. You see it? So these are all little thumbtacks or little binder clips. What a fun box. I'm not even done yet. So, yeah, I'm going to keep going and then I'll tell you what I paid for it. Okay, what else? Oh, rubber stamps to go with the ink pad. 4 different flowers. That goes with the ink pad. Now, mind you, this was all brand new. Nothing. And this box had these in it, but I like the box. I might use it to put some of the cards that I make in it. But it had these stickers in it, and they're hard stickers. They're not metal. Are they metal? I don't know. And then there's decorative woven labels. So these are actually like, they're They're almost like jeans material. So the more stickers. And then these, I didn't open these yet, so let's open them. It says clipboard alphabet. Oh, and they're sticky too. Nice. So it's all letters and flowers and numbers, and they're all sticky. Hold on, let me see if I can get this so it's not coming apart, and I'll hold it up for you. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I think that's it. So how fun is that? Hey, you ready? I paid $3 for this. Are you kidding? I mean, come on. So that's pretty fun, right? I will definitely be using that, all that stuff. So you remember yesterday, where did I put it? Remember yesterday when I told you everything for my quilling fit in that one little box? Well, I've upgraded the box. And here's why. Here's why, in my defense. I'm putting my little projects in there. I'm going to show you this one, but I'm not proud of it yet. But I'm going to show you. It's a cardinal. Hold on, let me get the clips off. The bird, a cardinal. Oh, he looks much better. So hold on. Let me cut this off. I'm just cutting the card around it. Yeah, he does look better. All right, I'm happy. I'm happy. So here he goes. Here's the cardinal. It's a work in progress. So I'll fix that, but I'm not done with him. But then I was playing with some other fun. So the papers themselves come in little clumps, glued together at the end. So I realized I can leave the end glued together and curl all the little parts and make little flowers out of them that way. So I was playing with that, because when you're learning a new craft, if you don't play with different ways, you won't learn different ways, right? And then I added a couple more things to this, because this just seems like one of those pictures that I just keep adding to. And then this gave me the idea of how I can make a bumblebee. It's not a bumblebee, but it gave me an idea of how I can make one. And then let's see, for my fish, I added bubbles to him. I'm telling you, I can get lost for hours on this. What else? Oh, for my journal, let's see, I put one of my pictures in there. So I did raindrops and stuff like, ignore that. That's just, you know, one of those things. But there you go. Some more things I was playing. But I made it look like it was raining on flowers. So that was fun. So the reason the box got bigger, I think it was Ruth that asked me if we could use any paper. And then I got to thinking that paper Easter grass, and it works perfectly. This was a dime at the Goodwill, and it works. So the trick is, as long as the paper is thin enough to fit inside the tool, either this tool or the manual one, you can use it. Haha. So it works. It works. I was really excited. So then I think it was also Ruth that asked me, if we could use any kind of paper. And I had said yesterday that I wasn't sure. So here's one of those grasses wound up. Hold on. So it comes out just like all the others. Little teardrop. I'm going to add that to my other picture. So yes, so any store that's got clearance on Easter stuff right now, grab this. You can use it for your quilling. So then I got to thinking, well, can I use any other paper? And I had found also at Goodwill for $1.99. Matte stacks, brightness print, borders, and it's just a bunch of different sheets of paper. All different, again, for scrapbooking. So I was like, huh, what can I do? So I took out my little cutter thing, and I figured out where on it to line up the paper. So you'll see it's got all these lines on it. So if I line the edge of the paper, so it's just that much, watch what I mean. So I take it this way and I line it up so that it's just that much right there. It can cut a perfect strip. And I tried it. So I cut the strip and I rolled it. And what did I do with it? I wanted to save it so that I could show you. Or I can just roll another one. All right, so here's that. Where's the manual? Here it is. All right, so like I said, as long as it fits in the tool, you can use it. This is a little bit thick, and my eyes are bonky this morning. But as long as you can get that paper in the tool to roll it, it'll work. So there are many different ways to do the quilling. Pretty neat. And then it's got cool little design. This had green plaid. And then I had one that was green stars. So there was what I figured out yesterday for my quilling. So I wanted to make smaller pictures. So I took the pad that I was using for these and I cut them into halves. So now I have more pads to make more pictures. And I have more paper because I got the Easter stuff. And there we go. So that's why I have a bigger quilling container. And I'm sensing that it will get bigger. But I have to spend, today's the 19th. So I have 2 weeks until the flea market. So I have to make sure I get everything ready. I'm going to mostly have a lot of stuff to resell. But I am going to have one table of things that I've crafted and created. Because it's not a craft fair. It's a flea market, but there's people there that do both. So I wanted to make sure I brought both in. But I really have to focus on that for the next 2 weeks so that I'm ready. Because in the back of my head, it's just sitting here going, you're not done, you're not done. And that'll just make me crazy. So that's what I'm up to today. Oh, the mattress came for the camper. I think it's too thin, but we'll see. So I had to unwrap it. You know how they squeeze them in, squeeze, and then you take them out and they puff out. So I took it out before I went to my group yesterday. And when I came back from the group, I checked on it. And, it was this big when you get it. And when I got back from the group, it was only like this big. We'll see. I do have a topper. I just need something smaller for in the camper. So I think I'll be fine. We'll see. I mean, if not, I'll get another one and put it on top. They were only like $40. So it's still cheaper than buying a full queen size mattress, if that makes any sense. And it's still cheaper than going to like an RV place and buying a camper mattress. I don't want to do that because I've camped enough to know that you can pretty much sleep on anything. So it's fine. You can spend the money, but you don't have to. pick this up before I step on it and hurt myself. So my siblings got their cards. I told you on another episode that I just randomly was practicing making cards and I sent them all cards. So they all liked them. That was fun. So, all right, I got to get Fritzy to the vet today. So I got to get going. He limps. So I'm going to have him look at his legs. I know he's got bad knees. So I'm going to have them take a look at his knees and see if it is surgery that he needs or if we can, like if they put a brace on it or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they say. Plus clip his toenails because boy, his toenails grow so fast and he will not let me touch them. So I got to get myself going to get all of this stuff done. I hope you had a great cup of coffee. I hope I didn't talk your ear off too much. By the way, I am 72 view hours away from being able to have members and super chats and all that fun stuff, the stickers and all that fun stuff. So 72 hours. But it says it's only updated till the 13th. So I could be there already and I just don't know it. So I'm trying to think once I can get members, two things. What are the member perks going to be? And what am I going to call the group? I was thinking of calling us the creators. I think I like that. I was thinking the fortunates, but I think the creators is cute. So I think I'll call it that. And then I was also tossing around the idea of for members only, once a week, I will do a craft along live and we'll pick a different craft or a different project of a craft. Sometimes we'll crochet, sometimes we'll quill, sometimes we'll, who knows, sometimes we'll paint. I think that'll be fun. So that's what I'm planning so far. Once I get my 72 hours, I keep checking every day. I'm like, oh, come on. But then I read the details and I'm like, oh, it's only up to like the 13th or 14th. Forget about it. I think I'm there. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for starting your Friday with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope whatever's going on in your life right now, you have a great day. Remember to always be happy, be kind, and be creative. Bye, guys. I will see you tomorrow live, 9 a.m. Have a great day.